I went to see Army Navy this week.
How was that?
The game was cool. The festivities before the game was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you almost forgot that you were like there for a football game.
Yeah.
Because there's a million people jumping out of the sky and landing on the 50-yard line.
That's cool.
So it took place at Washington Stadium in Landover, Maryland.
Okay.
As we roll up, my first words were, this stadium's not finished being built yet. Because it looks like you see the upper deck. Now, I don't know if because of Citi Field and Yankee Stadium, like we might be like, what's the word? That you're like, everything's too new. Yeah, like everything's like too new now for us. It's not like Shea Stadium.
Ray J looks like it's finished, and that's pretty old.
What's
at this
Ray
point.
J?
Isn't he a
Raymond James.
Oh.
What is that?
Tampa.
Oh, we don't get to go to Tampa. Sorry.
I went to school there. That's where USF plays.
We're stuck in New York. So you roll up and you see the top level and you see red and then just white bars like on the sides, like almost like they're missing seats. And it says Raising Hail. Hail with a picture. What is that?
I don't know. Instead of raising hell, obviously it's a play on words, but
that's what I was thinking, that it was a play on words,
hail?
but Raising Hail.
Is it a Commanders thing?
Hail to the Commanders? Raising Hail?
To the Chief, because they're the Redskins, and the Chief
I feel like they
the
probably
president. Hail to the Chief is the, that's the, the
Oh, you
presidential
think
thing.
so? You think that's what it is?
I don't know. I'm just.
I
taking
feel
a
like
shot in the
it's
dark here.
something to do with the team.
Well, yeah.
Name.
Possibly. But I didn't get that. It was Raising Hail. It was freezing, and the whole entire second half, all you smelt was sewage. I felt like I was in Oakland. Like, remember when Oakland A's had those fucking draining issues, and it was like all the people were complaining about the dugouts?
Oh, no, because I never got to go to Oakland because I'm here.
Is that your fault that she didn't go to Oakland?
She's so cranky. You should probably have your own show. And
You
just complain.
made fun of me. I went to actually school in Tampa. I had a reason to be there. You went to Oakland for a game.
You say Ray J, like,
you say,
yeah.
I went to. That's how it is in Ray J.
That's what they call it.
But America doesn't know what Ray J is.
Yeah, he's a dude that created
Well,
like
God
earbuds
with
or some
it.
shit like that.
Is that where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play?
Yes.
In Ray J Stadium?
Raymond James Stadium.
Oh, Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah,
That's
for
where
sure.
the boat is, the ship.
Yeah.
The ship.
You really got me in a mood right away.
Why?
I mean, you just come here.
All I said was
no.
you guys work like a pigsty.
First words out of your mouth. You don't know who had the crumb cake. You don't know when the crumb
That
cake
crumb
was
cake
from.
has been here since last
Been
week.
here since last week.
With the Entenmann's cookies.
You walk in and you go, does anybody throw away trash in this place?
How often is there garbage on that table?
Do you think I work here 5 days a week?
Because
Do you think I work here 5 days a week?
Because the cake's been there for 1 whole week. Point proven.
Let's get on a topic that's not football, and I want to hear your opinions on it. Kate, we'll start with Katie because she's on a roll. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start with Katie.
And we're gonna start with the negative. I get it.
What the fuck's going on with the drones?
Wait, are you in my head? That's so crazy.
No,
I
I'm
was
just in
so-
America, and it's the thing that's going on. What's
I
going on with
didn't
the drones?
realize that this was like an activity that was happening in other places. I don't know because it kept coming up. I was complaining on
Sure.
Saturday.
Wait,
What
you
she's
complaining about something? What? I don't believe it.
No way. You were complaining about something today?
The ring. You know, do you have a Ring camera? And the
Yeah.
neighborhood part
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it where everybody
Yep.
like talks in it. Everybody was going off. And me, Michael, and Dom obviously live like around the corner from each other. So she was getting the alerts
Obviously.
too. I'm like,
Because I know who
What are
Michael and
we-
Dom are. Yeah, okay.
yes, you do. Viola.
Okay, but much like Ray J, you have to explain that.
Obviously, you live in the same area.
And, you know, Shorty and Mo with the gimpy leg, like, obviously, like, we don't know what we're talking about here.
Whatever. Anyway, I didn't know that it was happening outside of our little hood.
Outside of Jersey or outside of...
Of you, Dom,
Long
and
Island.
Michael.
Jersey, like outside of our area. I thought they were just doing something like in our area. And then I saw a meme on Instagram and they're like Long Islanders staring at the sky. What are all these drones doing?
Well, it's originated in New Jersey.
Oh.
It was in New Jersey, northern New Jersey, for like since Thanksgiving.
What is it?
Drones are coming out every night.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The NYPD has a drone that they found or something like that, whether it somehow ended up on the ground, the NYPD has it. Those fuckers are big.
Yeah.
The FBI, right before we got in here, released a press release begging New Jersey residents to please stop shooting at the drones. Because
I love that they're shooting
they
at
don't
them.
know what's going on. Trump today held a press conference and said, the government knows, Biden knows, the military knows what the drones are. They just won't tell you.
Oh, but Trump, have you had a briefing yet with them?
So he basically
And then he said,
yeah.
I don't want to talk about that.
Right, yeah.
Wait,
So
this is
they
like
know
a
and they won't
thing?
tell you. They said, could you tell us? No, I can't tell you. So-
Wait, I didn't know this was as that big.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this
this is
started,
huge.
This started since Thanksgiving. They were showing up at dusk every night until about 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, yeah, that's what people are
So
saying.
everybody was like, "What's going on? What's going on? I see drones. I see drones." No, you don't. They're operated planes. All this stuff back and forth. Right away, I was like, "Listen, there's no newscaster going out there in the field. If there was a fire, a car crash, anything, there'd be a newscaster out there, right?" So obviously, they weren't told not to do that, and the government's not going to let shit fly around our area that they don't fucking
that they don't
about.
know about. You have to keep it at a certain level. It can't go too high
But
or
all
it's
they're
in
doing
airspace.
is saying that they don't know what it is.
But the problem is these drones are dipping in and out of radar. And that's what's got people perplexed because they're saying they're there and then 1 minute they're going to track it or send another, aerial vehicle up and they're gone. So New Jersey, the state government in New Jersey, called in either the FBI or Homeland Security or one of them to do a pretty much like a congressional hearing, if you will, but on the state level.
yeah.
And the state
was
representative
pissed.
from Jersey was furious.
Yeah.
And he said they came in there and told us nothing for an hour. They gave us zero things. And then the chief of police of one of the city polices, their helicopter was hovering right near the drone. And he said, take it down, do something with it. And the guy said, they pulled the helicopter away and said, I'm fearful for the pilot's life. And he goes, then what the fuck were you doing up there to begin with? Right. And he's like, the whole point was to go up there and figure this shit out. You got there and you're like, no, get the hell out of there.
So weird.
So it's
They know what it is. It's something
Well, yeah,
government.
I think the
related.
government definitely knows what it is.
That's so weird.
the best thing though is, are you a big Twitter guy?
No,
Okay.
but I've been on TikTok like crazy.
Twitter is one of my favorites. It's probably the only social media I actually use. And it's got the one page, which is everybody you follow and all the stuff you're interested. And then if you swipe to the right, there's a whole nother page. It's like, hey, recommended for you. And it's the batshit loony bin fucking page. It is insane.
With the orbs and shit.
Oh my, the conspiracy theories that come out of this
yeah.
is absolutely outrageous.
Is the orb thing a real thing, or those are all AI?
What's orb? What
I
orb?
do not believe any of those. Like the amount of things people retweeting.
There's like orbs in the sky that
Yeah.
looks like the sun, and they're saying that that's the whole alien situation of this.
The amount of
Is
people
this
that
happening now also?
Yeah, can you wake up? Can you also knock on Jesse's door and wake him up because he doesn't know that there's fucking drones
I
in
know
the
about
sky?
the drones, but I didn't know it was at this level. I'm too caught up in the CEO murder still.
Well, maybe it's a cover up for Luigi. Who knows?
Maybe they're trying to distract us from that.
I was thinking that, but this kind of started first.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. What is the fascination with this?
Luigi?
Yeah. What is the fascination with this murder?
I think because he's good looking.
Oh no, I don't really. I just think I love like murder mystery stuff, like crime junkies and
It's
stuff.
the most non-mystery thing in the whole world.
It was at first for a whole week.
For 2 days.
It went downhill really fast. It really sucks that it was just a grudge. I wanted it to be a hitman. I wanted a story. I wanted a
He
reason.
got caught in McDonald's
This is
with all
boring.
the evidence you could possibly need to convict a guy
You didn't want a rich kid who just wanted to kill.
who lost his shit a couple years ago. Right.
No, as a 26-year-old, your life's over. You're an idiot.
Pretty much.
Well,
You think he's good looking?
He's cute.
In his defense, his life was over because they interviewed, I think it was his college roommate or one of his friends.
Yeah.
And they said, did you have any signs of this? He goes, well, it was after that back surgery that was kind of botched. He goes, he can't really perform in the bedroom anymore.
Did he really say that?
Yeah. So, I mean, this
camera?
fucking
His back
obviously
pain is
not
so
a great
bad.
friend because he's like, oh, you're a murderer and you have a limp dick. Awesome.
Yeah, that's got to take like a long time to get out of you if you're a friend of that person.
Yeah, like, if you're living with a guy, how does that come up in conversation? Like, you're sitting around watching a game, having a couple of beers. You're like, hey, guess what? I can't get it up anymore.
I'm 26.
He's like, you know what you should do? You can't get it. You should definitely go kill people. Because, I mean, what else is there to live for? You might as well go become famous, right?
It's true. I would have tried to hide a little bit better.
He has so much money too. Like he could have just
money.
hired somebody to do it.
Yeah, but he was a fucking narcissist. He thought he was going to get away with it. He thought he was smarter than everybody else.
Yeah, with this whole like Monopoly plan or something like that.
The Monopoly money was pretty clever.
Yeah, but it didn't pan through. Like it was like, one way to get out of jail was to pay a fine.
The best, the way he got caught, because they had the one picture that got the dude caught.
Yeah, because he was flirting with a girl.
Because pussy got him caught.
Idiot.
It literally ruins every man's life. It's unbelievable.
You're speaking from experience?
Yes! The dude was renting a room in a hostel, flirting with the girl, even though he couldn't get it up. And she goes, let me see your face, take down your mask. He does it, smiles for her, bang. 2 days later, the dude's caught.
I forgot I was going to kill somebody in 2
Yeah.
days. God damn it.
Goddamn broads, man. Every time.
Unbelievable. Let's talk some football.
First Down Dawgs.
I don't really have much because I thought we were going to have a host and I thought we were going to have a live show tonight. 2 Monday Night Football games on tonight. I mean, the only real thing to talk about is the Bills and Detroit. How they both played like they had, 30 seconds on the clock. Like the entire game. But I'm going up against Josh Allen in both of my fantasy leagues.
My son was there.
Championship next week.
That sucks.
Yeah. Is he
You
the
don't wanna
best player in football?
He's
Or is he a ball
quarterback
hog?
right now?
He's really good against
really,
Detroit.
really
I mean, Detroit's defense has been hurt,
Yes.
but the way that I have to say, respect to the Lions for coming back into as close as they came back, because
Yeah.
I thought that it was at one point, I thought it was going to be a blowout, and I was really confused as to what was going on in Detroit, like at home.
The defense is really bad.
But I mean, Goff's over 494 yards, 5 touchdowns.
It's crazy.
No interceptions.
I have him, by the way, and I had a bye last week, so I didn't need him last week.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
First time ever they won a game when he threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
Lost the
Lost the
game
game.
when he threw
Threw
5
5
TDs.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's minus 900 to be the MVP.
Yeah,
You're not making any money there.
Yeah, you're not making any money there. Who's 2?
Who's 2?
Barkley still?
Saquon?
No, yeah, I think Lamar's
Lamar's number 2.
I think
Okay.
he went to 2.
So there's no way it's going to him. JK did send, if you erase Barkley's first half rushing yards from every game, you saw that?
Yeah.
He's still the number 2.
Did you see
It's unbelievable.
his yards after
Yeah.
his yards before contact? He's, I think, the number 3.
Before
he has
contact.
1,100 yards before contact.
Dude, he looks like he's
Yeah,
playing
it's
with
crazy.
people every single time he's out there.
That's a testament to the
good.
Philadelphia offensive
Yes.
line.
Yeah,
that's
their
Lane
line
Johnson
is-
and the boys. Like that's
Their line is bananas.
Did you see the 22-play drive against the Steelers? 22 plays.
10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
I mean,
Ball on the 2-yard line, and the Steelers never got the ball back.
you can't do anything.
That's unbelievable.
They were talking a lot about the offensive line during the game.
Yeah.
They were
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
the line is insane.
It's
They
good.
should.
It has been very good
Yeah.
too for
It's the
seasons.
only reason. Like Hurts does exactly what you would want a quarterback to do with that team.
Yes, he's nothing spectacular.
Right. Do enough. Don't lose the game for us. Make the right plays. Make the right decisions. When you don't have it, get whatever you can with your feet, and get every short yardage situation if you can.
Yeah.
That is, and the guy's fucking doing it, and he's doing it well.
Yeah, the fumble in that game in the third quarter really turned it around. I'm sure you both weren't. You were probably watching Detroit, but
No, I watched both.
17-13, they held him to a field goal on that first drive that took forever, and
Yeah.
then Najee, Russ Wilson fumbled it. Game was over after that.
Steelers
Yeah.
had 2 possessions in the second half. That's crazy. 2
Yeah.
possessions in the
Unbelievable.
second half.
You didn't capitalize when you needed to.
No, I mean
get
they
the
made it a game, and then they didn't get the ball.
And then Watt got hurt, so then your defense went
Thank
down
God
a
it's
bit.
nothing crazy.
Thank God it's nothing crazy.
What's up with the Dolphins? I wasn't kidding with that text. I lost a lot of money because I had them at 7.5.
You should have asked me then.
Why would-
Fucking lost by 8.
Yeah, mistake.
In this, I had them at 5.5. In real life, I put it 7.5. it was 20-12 forever. They couldn't get a field goal and get this thing a little bit closer.
They missed
That
the
was
extra
like
point.
the Browns last the other week for me.
They're terrible. McDaniel can his record against winning teams is
Why
is
can't
putrid.
they beat a winning team? And he just stands there now with his hands on his kneecaps.
I was listening to an interview with Steve Young a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about the great coaches and the great quarterbacks, and how some coaches on offense are so guarded, and they don't want anyone to see their playbook, and they don't want anyone to see that they're
So he's all by himself.
right. And they said then there are other coaches that they teach everybody, and that's why you have these amazing coaching trees. So Bill Walsh, and then you go from there, and then everybody he have a coach, and Holmgren, and then you have Gruden, all the way down to Andy Reid and those guys, and then the guys that are coming out from under Andy Reid now. And they said Bill Walsh was his whole thing was, no, everybody know this. Everybody get to use it. I'm not hiding any secrets here. And it's all because I'm going to continually just keep reinventing. And that's why Andy Reid is so fucking successful now. He's got Mahomes, but Andy Reid's amazing. He's been one of
It's
the best
really about how he I mean, it's proven this year that it's not even about
And
Mahomes. It's about how
and
he's
every
coaching.
coach that coaches underneath him goes on to have pretty, a decent amount of success. And he doesn't care if his playbook gets out there because he's just going to keep adjusting and keep inventing.
There's always
and
new
McDaniels
plays.
has this playbook, and when the league first saw it, it was holy fuck, what is this? And the Dolphins offense looked unstoppable.
Yeah.
You're a year and a half later, and it's oh, they cannot score. I think the
I mean, there was a couple games this year where they were scoring, but nothing like a
but the
year
leading
ago.
wide receiver this week was Malik Washington with 53 yards.
But even last year, they didn't beat a
So
lot
it was
of
the year
over
before
500
that they
teams.
destroyed? It was the year before that
they
they
just beat
destroyed?
up on bad teams.
Yeah.
That, they take advantage of bad teams.
Yeah.
And I mean, you give Raheem Morris and the Texans the bye week to prepare for this. They were ready for you, man.
Yeah, I didn't think it
You
was.
couldn't.
I didn't think it was.
And
gonna
the
matter with
offensive
this
line
team.
for the Dolphins is so fucking terrible that they cannot run the ball. Their offensive run game is hopefully we get to the edge faster than you guys can.
Yeah.
Because they can't block at point of attack. It doesn't happen. They need to invest in the
And
offensive line.
A-Chain's super small, so he can't even go up the middle. So he has to be.
definitely. That's why they had Mostert.
Yep. They have to beat you on the outside.
And after that, they don't have any dogs. They have no fucking heart. They have no
They
guys
have
that.
divas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they gotta- it's
I mean,
sad.
Ramsey's probably the biggest dog on the defense, and that's saying a lot. That guy's an all-pro corner.
Right.
But you take a guy like Tom, you put his offense with a coach like Tomlin as head coach. That's the pair you need. You need that guy that's crazy skill positions. He's great at coaching them. And then you need someone that's going to get the team and get the guys to do the dirty work.
Right.
You think Tyreek Hill is running down there or Jalen Waddle's running down there and throwing a block 10 yards down the field to spring a guy? It's not happening.
Tyreek Hill definitely lost a step. He's not beating anybody.
But they can't. I mean, fucking Tua underthrows every deep ball.
Right.
Through another one the other day.
It's because he's lefty. Lefties are weird. That's it. You want to talk about the Jets? They won for the first time in a while. Or
No,
your
I
Bill-
hate that.
Oh,
They
your
made
Bills.
me lose a bet.
I really think you might not be a Jet fan next year. I think you might
I
be
mean,
a Bills
I'm
fan.
going to struggle through it, but it's just so disappointing.
Really? Is it? Because I feel like it's the same as the last 10 years.
I guess that's why it continues to be
I'm just saying
disappointing.
10 years. I'm just going with 10 years, maybe 14.
I'm 42. Yeah, 40 years.
14. They haven't won. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2010.
Yeah, by far the last team that hasn't been to the playoffs in a long time.
And it's just disappointing. Now you win a game. Now you guys want to play. It's stupid.
They fought hard.
They've won a playoff game more recently than the Dolphins have.
What?
But they haven't been in the playoffs in
Right,
a
the
very
Dolphins
long
have gotten
time.
to the playoffs but lost.
Yeah, so is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh
I
hasn't
don't know
won
what's
in
worse. That
4
sucks.
years.
That's like the Cowboys.
Well, a little bit worse than the Cowboys. I think you have to go first. What was your record last week?
1-3 would have been 1-2, but somebty forced me to take
Do
a third.
we have
pick.
the season standing? That record?
No, but you're in the lead. But
Oh,
you
yeah?
go second though.
Okay.
Because I've made way more picks.
It was 9-3.
9-3, 9-2, something like that.
9-3.
The Monday night picks will probably screw you up because it is way early in the week to figure these picks out right now.
It is. I know some of my games don't.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good. All right. I
you
might troll.
you didn't pick any tonight.
No, he's good. He said he's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's happy about it, which I don't know how to take. I feel like. What do you got?
Texans at the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm taking the Chiefs plus 2.5. So this is something where he would say, and this is my feeling that this line is very weird. Why at home are they the underdog? I think it's because of Mahomes'
Yeah,
ankle
it
energy.
might switch to even,
It's
but
definitely because of Mahomes.
It's
Yeah.
going to be because of Mahomes, but he's going to play. He's known to play through injuries. They're also still fighting for the number 1 seed right now versus the Bills, so they need to win the game.
he said he could have finished if he wanted to.
He would have. He's a psycho. Did you watch quarterback? Like he will play through anything.
Oh, yeah.
He's
definitely.
nuts. So I think he's playing. I think this line is really weird. I'm honestly happy that they're the underdogs when I'm taking this because they haven't been covering. Last week, obviously, they did, but they haven't been. So I'll take the plus 2.5 for the
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I love KC as a underdog. Took them all playoffs last year. It was great. I made money. Unlike the fucking Dolphins, and I get plus 7.5. Fucking swear to God, $160
Still not
out of
over
my
it.
hands.
Still not over it.
Two bets, two parlays, at least $160 out of my hands.
Next time just
She saw me with my fingers. I'm like, is that 8? Or is that?
You wanted it so badly to
so
be.
bad.
the football math especially when you do an over-unders too. You do the math. Like,
Over-unders are the worst.
It's the simplest math in the world, but you check yourself 11 times and then you're like, this is under, right? This is definitely
Yes.
under. Like you carry the one.
But they could still score twice, and I got the under. They could still do that.
No, that was me this weekend in the Jets game because I
that
had
was
the
close.
under. I was like calculating on a calculator. I wanted to be
It
so
came
right.
down to it. It came down to it. What do you got?
What do I got? If you had to guess what I was taking this weekend, my first bet.
Oh, with your first bet, I hope you're not touching Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Oh my God, I'm all over it. I absolutely love it.
You're over
I
the
will
under.
tower it.
Oh.
100%. I am taking the Steelers getting 6.5.
Everybody's picking the fucking Steelers every
No,
week.
fuck them. They
It
screwed me.
bothers the hell out of me. Go on.
Okay. The last 8 games, Steelers versus Ravens. The Ravens have not scored over 19 points
love
in
it.
8 games. Okay.
Don't you think they do?
Late season divisional games, 7 points and under in the spread. I've talked about this a couple times on the show. It's hitting at 57%. Outdoor games in the same scenario, 62%. Mike Tomlin after week 5 as an underdog, 70%.
Oh, beautiful.
Mike Tomlin as an underdog in a divisional game, 83%.
Wow.
Mike Tomlin as a 7 or more point underdog, which he's at 6.5 now, could go to 7, is 10-1 against the spread. That's fucking bananas.
is
The
bananas.
dude fucking wins whenever he's the underdog. AFC North divisional games late in the season, doesn't matter the teams, underdogs hitting at 62%. Mike Tomlin versus Jim Harbaugh over their career, which those guys have been coaching fucking against each other forever. 80% of the winners against the spread are the underdog before the game starts.
Wow.
I have every single stat.
I hope you don't ruin that stat this week.
I don't care if I lose. I will sleep like a baby at night.
Are you putting $1 trillion on that game?
Everything I have.
So
I have
what's
sold
it?
my kids. I have sold all their Christmas presents. Everything is on the
The
Ravens.
Christmas presents are up in the air as this game goes on because you
Oh my
still have
God,
a
yeah,
week left. You still have a week left.
I'm texting. I'm like, hey, remember that bike? Not looking good.
So what are you taking? The under
I'm taking
and
the Steelers getting 6.5, and I'm taking under a ridiculously high 44.5.
All right, I'm going to make it short and sweet. I'm taking the under 44.5.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about this game. This is a game that I really, really want to win, so we hopefully don't have to play Baltimore in the playoffs. I don't want to play Baltimore in the playoffs.
Why? Lamar Jackson sucks in the cold.
To beat a team.
He's the
to beat
coldest
a
looking
team-
person
It's going to
ever.
be
Yes, he's a
freezing on.
Madoff.
Oh, they're playing on Saturday. It's going to be freezing on Sunday. But
Saturday night.
to beat a team 3 times, to beat it 3 times would be really tough. But I cannot go with the spread. I cannot touch the spread on this game. I just hope the Steelers come out victorious. But 44.5 is a lot. I'm going under 44.
I think their average combined score is 38 points.
I
when
know
they play.
this has got to be like a do thing or Russell
It's
Wilson.
the only thing that makes me like question the bet. The only thing is like this is too fucking easy. Like,
Right.
Why would they do this? That's it.
It should be 38.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
should be 38, and that makes you have a really hard decision.
Yeah, and Lamar Jackson against the NFC destroys them.
Yeah.
He just kicked the living shit out of the Giants.
Well, that doesn't say a lot. It's the
All 3
Giants.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's
What do you
not a
got?
good team. All right. Lions at Bears. I'm taking the Lions minus. What?
Lions at Bears. Oh my. Wizard of Oz.
I wish I heard that. That was cute.
What are you doing? Because the Bears didn't even play this week.
I know they played tonight, so it's a little bit weird, but I'm taking the Lions -7. The Bears lost to a struggling 49ers last week. Obviously, we don't know their fate this week, but the Lions are fighting for a top seed. They need a bounce back game. After Goff, I said before, 494 yards, 5 touchdowns. They have to beat the Bears by a touchdown.
But aren't they outdoors? It's in Chicago, right?
They
It's
are.
got to be in
It's in
Chicago because
Chicago.
Detroit was Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
It's
it's
in
one of
Chicago.
the few outdoor games he has this year.
I mean, he just played in Buffalo and put up almost.
The only thing I
500
could say
yards.
is that they got to be mad losing that game.
They have to be
They're not going to
pissed.
be happy losing. But that defense is just Swiss cheese right now.
Onside kick.
Swiss cheese. You're using the.
I mean, it is. Bills were going up easy.
And they lost 2 more corners in that game.
I know.
No, we'll see. I'm taking the Lions. They have to win. Campbell's a little crazy with his call playing, though.
He's fucking nuts.
He scares me. Like early in the game, scares me. Like you said, they play like there's only 30 seconds left, and
Yeah.
it's the first quarter.
It boggles my mind. I like the slow and steady. I'm good with the slow and steady.
What sucks for him is if they get into the playoffs, well, I mean, obviously they're in the playoffs, but
Yeah.
when they get to the playoffs, if he doesn't make that crazy aggressive call and it doesn't work out, the media and fans bury him for like, you abandon your, who you are. That's in your DNA. You have to continue to do that. And if he makes that call and it doesn't work out like happened last year,
They complain.
then they're all going to bury him and be like, it's the playoffs. You got to be a little bit more conservative than that. This running gun, that's not going to work. This gunslinger mentality is not going to work. So the guy's literally doomed to fail because of this. Same thing with like Ron Rivera years ago when he's called Riverboat Ron.
Right. Yeah.
Same exact thing happened to him. And it's
Do
going
you
to be
think
worse.
it hurts them in any way that they don't have the Montgomery Gibbs, or do you think this just opens the door for Gibbs and now you know what you're... I kind of liked that they had two guys.
Yeah. I think it hurts them.
I think it hurts him a little bit because Montgomery, I mean, he was running out of steam, and that was really the nail in the coffin last week, but Gibbs is dynamic. I just don't know if he could carry it by himself. It'll be interesting.
We'll see.
What do you got?
I got 2 already.
Oh, you did the Eiffel Tower. I'm going Rams, Jets. They are coming into New York. It will be 22 degrees. I think Aaron Rodgers might freeze up a little bit. Stafford's getting a little bit older. Another under. I'm going 46.5.
Oh my God, I'm
under
happy you're taking points.
46.5.
I thought you were about to take a spread, and I was gonna.
No, I love the
so
Rams. I
scared.
love the Rams. I really hope they make the playoffs. I think they'll be super dangerous. I'll keep on saying his name, Puka. The guy could catch fucking anything.
He's awesome.
Absolutely
It's
amazing. Cup didn't even do anything last game, and they still won. But I'm going the under in this game, 46.5. I think the Jets make a few mistakes. I think both teams make a few mistakes where the field is just going to be big.
Okay. Jags at Raiders.
Ugh, what a game.
But I'm going to take the Jags
game.
plus 1.5. This is another line I really don't get. The Raiders just lost Cosby.
Crosby? Max Crosby's not playing?
Bill Cosby's out.
Bill,
out.
He's out for the game?
Bill
Crosby.
Cosby's not playing?
Cosby. Max. No, he's out.
Shit,
Done
I wish I
with
would have known. I wish I would have known that for tonight.
He has to take ankle. He has ankle surgery. You can still bet.
Son of a bitch. No, I know, but I had the. Oh no, I think I got Atlanta. They're playing Atlanta tonight. Yeah, I think I have Atlanta money line.
Yeah, Jags
Desmond
plus
Ritter.
1.5.
Revenge game.
A revenge game. He was on the team for 12 days.
He played quarterback. He was the next thing in Atlanta.
What's the spread?
Jags plus 1.5. They're the
All
underdogs.
right, so it's pretty much a pick 'em.
All right, my last one. I got the Sunday night under. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who play at Ray J Stadium. They're going to Dallas. They're going to give you the under 49.5. I don't know why this is so high. Sunday night unders this year are 11-4, and unders since 2022 on Sunday night are 40-19. So I'm just going to run with the stats and go with that.
The unders are 40-19 since when?
2022.
Jesus,
Wow.
I lost a lot of those overs.
I'm going to take Cooper Rush not doing, not scoring too many. Give me like a Bucks by like 10-point win.
That's a lot. It's 49.
49.5.
That's a lot.
You last year
Oh
when
my
you
God.
picked the over
Yeah, I
on
love the
every
overs.
Sunday night game.
Nobody scored. I'd stay up all night. and nobody would score, and I'd sit there.
Here it comes.
I'm staying with that game, even though they're not playing at Ray J Stadium. Dallas. I mean, I was thinking Cooper Kupp. Not Cooper Kupp. Rush. He got a little connection with Lamb finally. He's throwing it down the field. The defense has really sparked a little bit. I'm going to take the 3.5. I'm going to take the hook. Tampa Bay's been riding high. It's time for Mayfield to throw some interceptions.
Talk about Mayfield.
It's time for him to throw some interceptions. Tampa Bay's like that good team that's not so good. And they just can't get over that
I
hump.
don't know. Versus the Cowboys are bad.
Listen, they got embarrassed being the underdog in Carolina, and they killed them. Not that it says much that they killed Carolina, but they put up 30 on the board, 30-13. I'm going to take the points Sunday night.
Okay.
What are they, a 500 team if they win this? Who gives a shit? I mean, the coach is going to be looking for something else. But I like that one. I really like the under bet, too, to be quite honest.
I just don't like the Baker slander.
Anybody want to make another pick? It's 33 seconds.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Yeah. Let's go. Give me the Cards -4.5.
Cards -4.5. Who are they playing?
They're playing the Panthers.
I'm going to go Patriots +14.5 in Buffalo. Want another one?
Rams -3.
Dolphins -1.5.
Whoa. Wait, what do you got?
Rams -3 versus
Is it
the
because you
Jets.
hate the Jets?
Because I just think the Rams are better than the
It's going to
Jets.
be cold.
West Coast coming to East
West Coast coming to East Coast. It's a dangerous
1 o'clock start.
game.
That's
1
tough.
o'clock start. They don't know what they're doing. The Jets
No,
are
don't
winning.
do that. You did that last week.
First Down Dawgs.
I love the Rams. I can't pick them. Didn't the Rams lose
We'll see.
that one
Does the
year they were
Jets
going
screw
defeated?
me?
Weren't the Jets like 0-12 and they went to the Rams and beat the Rams?
I drink a lot. I don't remember.
Me too, but
In
I
what
swear I
year?
think that had to be like a handful of years ago. But I remember the Jets were like 0-11 or 0-12 and they beat the Rams in LA. I'm going to look back on that. I'm going to get that stat for next time.
Appreciate that.
All right, before we go, Christmas trees. Who's got a fake one?
I do.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Okay,
Your tennis
no.
fake, your tree is
Tell
fake.
us the decision making. Is it because you're a female and you don't want to get a tree all by yourself and carry it into the
No,
house?
I can get a tree all by myself. When I lived in Long Beach, they would bring it to my apartment. Thank
No,
you very
that's
much.
not you getting a tree by yourself. That's
Yeah.
you paying somebody
I didn't
to
pay
get
them.
your real tree into your house.
They're sweet.
You didn't
They
pay
just
them.
offered.
No, nobody just offers.
Swear to God. You tip them
Nobody's
regardless.
offered me.
Wait a
Nobody's
second.
offered me to
Time
bring
out.
my tree in.
You tip them regardless.
So you lived in Long Beach, a very walkable place. You went down to a street corner, I suppose, or a sidewalk,
In the West End still.
bought a tree.
Yeah, and
How
they're
many
like, oh, do
blocks
you want
away?
us to walk it home for you? 3 blocks.
Of course they did. They didn't even ask where you lived first, right? They were like, you don't have a car? I'm not tying it to anything.
No,
want
they
us to
wrote it
It's
down.
funny
They're like,
because I
"Remember, she
did
lives
walk there and I was going to walk it home because it was only 3 blocks away and they walked it home for me.
Of course they
But
did.
the
Two
reason...
dudes? Two dudes walked
No,
it
just
home?
one guy.
Just one guy walked it home?
But the reason why I got the fake, and my fake does look very good. I did spend some
They do
money on
look
it
good.
because when I moved from the west end of Long Beach to my co-op, which was floor 6, I didn't want to have to get a real tree and it fall apart on all the way to the 6th floor. So I got a very good looking fake, and because it looks good, I just kept it at the house.
I got so excited during this episode that there's going to be 4 minutes of me not on here, and it's just going to be you two staring at me talking. Probably for my pick, because I forgot to press record again on the second time. After 30 minutes, it runs out. So you guys get it some
Let me
extra
ask you a
screen
question.
time.
You
After
have
that guy
real or
walked
fake?
your tree to your apartment in Long Beach, did you notice like underwear went missing over the next couple weeks?
Oh, you psychopath. He just brought
No,
it to
they're
outside.
the psychopaths.
Yeah.
But
I'm not the one
but
stealing
they're
your underwear.
very
Don't yell at me.
funny. They're very friendly in Long Beach. Like they'll do that for everybody.
I feel like you get a couple things. How is it being a female? Tell us. I mean, we're just wondering because we just wish. How many slices of pizza do you get for free?
Wait, the pizza? But
It's unbelievable.
it's Uber Eats. It's Uber Eats, and when I'm there, they give me. I always get garlic knots, and at the pizzeria, you can only get one at a time. You don't have to get 6. So I'm like, oh, just give me 1. 3 comes out every single time. I'm like, why do you want me to be fat? Then yesterday I order it.
She's got to blame the guy.
Then yesterday,
why do you want me to be fat? Because I'm trying to keep you home.
Yeah.
Then yesterday I order a regular slice, just 2 nuts, and a honey pep, and I got 2 regular slices and 3 nuts.
I'm gonna throw a couple extra in the box for you.
Yeah. She's gonna remember me.
You're stupid. Feed me. Love language.
It's a way to a heart.
I love food.
I hate it.
I ate it all, obviously.
I hate that they get it. They don't get everything. I understand, but you get a lot.
Is it worth the 70 cents on the dollar? Is it worth that?
What do you mean?
He's saying that men make more money than women, and we bitch about it.
Oh, I don't think that's even real anymore.
It's not real.
It's not real anymore. Doesn't work. She makes way more money than I do. She makes way more money than I do. Well, mine's real, and I usually take them to a place so they could run around. Nothing special.
Do you cut one down?
No, I haven't done that yet, but I feel like I got to do that once.
It's
Did you ever do that?
expensive.
I did it yesterday.
You went and cut it down?
He was cutting them down, right?
Yeah.
So you got to do that, pay a little bit extra, and then take them out to lunch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So
actually, I took him to the big guy's house to move.
So they
They were helping?
They were not happy about that.
Do you
I was
just
like,
get...
oh, on the way home, we got to stop at JK's house. They're like, what? I was like, don't worry, we'll be quick.
Do you just get one tree?
No, I get one for every room. I'm
No, you're
very
being
festive.
sarcastic.
Yes.
Just the one tree.
Just the
Who
one
gets
tree.
2 trees? You get 2 trees?
Wait, you went out? No, I didn't know if he was bringing it for the kids, and then if
For
he
my
was...
multiple houses with my multiple kids.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand that question now. I understand that question. You should have bought more than 1 tree, to be quite honest.
But you went out east where you cut it down yourself?
Yes. Yeah. So we go to the farm. We cut it
They're
down.
freaking expensive that way.
It's expensive, but the kids love it. They do. They run around. It's a little farm.
How much for the tree?
It's a good activity.
It was 90 plus tip.
That's not... 109. I've been going to 109 forever. They have a little hut, and you could run around a little bit. That was 110 last year.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw this. It went from 70 to 110 in like 4 years. I was like, screw this. All right, I'm going super cheap here. I go, let's go to Stu Leonard's, right?
Why not Home Depot?
We go there. I don't know. I felt like Home Depot was a little bit cheaper because now you're just in where like the soil is and shit. So I at least knew that Stu Leonard's was in a parking lot.
Okay.
I didn't know what they would do. We go there. They have all the trees are wrapped up. Nothing is standing, so that you can't run around anything, right? They cut one tree open. My kids, my wife. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a great tree. I go, what? I go, that's it? We're going with the first tree? We don't want them to cut anything else up? No, this pretty much looks like the tree. It's like, what the hell is this? 5 minutes. Killed all the Christmas spirit out of everything.
Yeah.
I was...
But
You gotta go to the farm then.
When you go to the farm, you're not getting the perfect tree. It's not tall.
That's
and perfect.
good, though.
It's like I've never gotten a perfect tree cutting it down, and we've done it almost every year since my son's been born. He's 20, so maybe 16 or 17 years, and there's always something wrong with the tree. It's like the one this year is a chode. It's like exactly 6 feet, and it's half the living room wide, but it's not tall.
That's great.
I mean,
little full.
but
little sappy, little full.
But
And
year,
it was $90. I mean, it's
$90.
because you cut it down. Maxine's was 100, and hers is huge and fat.
Where'd she get hers from?
So they used to go to the 109 place. They got some new place now.
you got to go the fire department.
I forget where it's
Shout
what
out
it's
Piston
called.
Knockers, North Lindenhurst.
I feel like I'm not supposed to do that though. I feel like
great.
that's for like the needy, isn't it?
No, that's
What do you
that's
mean?
how
You
the fire
pay
department makes
for it?
money. That's their fundraiser. So they buy them at a discount. They buy a bulk and discount, and then they sell them at a profit, and that's how it's a fundraiser for them.
Oh, okay.
And I'll
I
tell
took
you,
it the
like-
opposite way. I took it like they were kind of giving cheaper trees to
they're-
people who like need cheaper trees.
They just don't mark them up crazy like Home Depot does, or like Joe Schmo in the corner does.
60. I paid $65.
That's pretty
I
good.
can't complain. It's 6 foot, 65, but it's not drinking any water already.
Yeah,
That's the big problem.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Christmas time. I'm ready for it. No, I'm not.
no, I'm not.
All right. Anybody?
You know what? If the Raven Steels goes under, we'll be ready for it.
That's true. Or else your kids are gonna have a bad situation.
They're used to it. It's always the week before Christmas. They always sit around. It's like a family tradition. Week before Christmas, we all sit around the thing. It's like, all right, Dad, who are we rooting for? I'm like, Santa wants the Dolphins this week, baby. You know, that's what we do.
My
So
kids
they know.
do it too. Most of my family has become a Pittsburgh fan, which is great. I didn't even do it on purpose.
Who were they before?
Well, my son liked some of the Jets, and I was just like, side saying, I'm like, you don't want to do the Jets. It's not that much fun. And then every kid likes Bills and KC in school. Every kid is a KC and Bills fan.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, that was like
But he likes the
49ers,
Steelers.
Cowboys when we were growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody was a Cowboys fan.
But he likes the Steelers. Everybody likes the Steelers. My daughter likes the Jets, and it's embarrassing.
I feel for her.
I know. And the oldest daughter feels bad for any team losing. Oh, what the fuck is this?
Generations. fucked.
Oh, they are so fucked. They are fucked. Anybody? We have one before Christmas, right? All right, so we don't have to say Christmas fucking things. First Down
we?
Dawgs. Yeah, we got one more. We're gonna do Monday. I think we got to do Monday again. I think we got to do next Monday, which sucks.
Well, obviously, we can't do Tuesday.
I'm sweating my ass off.
Take it deep.
First Down Dawgs.